Hi everybody, it's me again. So today we're going to do Vinyasa 30-40 minutes of Vinyasa Flow, a little bit more challenging than before. Um, we're going to try to set intentions at the beginning of the practice and stay with these intentions as much as you can during the practice. So setting intention is actually making some kind of a wish or desire or a plan that we're sending into motion. So we're going to set intention at the beginning of the practice. We're going to come back to it. Let's say every time we take downward facing dog, every time we get into a child pose, or every time we are in a Vinyasa flow, every time we just rest for a couple of seconds. So we're going to focus on our breath and on our intention. We're going to start on our back, lying on our back, extending your legs forward on the mat. I'm going to inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly drops towards your spine. Inhale from the nose and expand your belly up to your ribs and chest. And then exhale, release your chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, expand your belly to your ribs and to your chest. And then exhale, draw your belly towards your spine. Continue on your own pace, close your eyes. Keep on breathing and take a moment to set the intention for this practice. So intention could be something that you're like a goal that you're working on for this month, for this week, for this year maybe. Could be something that you really want and working really hard towards this month. Maybe something in work, maybe something connected to your family. And if you don't have any intention to set, you can set intention that is related to someone that you love. I'm going to inhale the hands up and over the head, interlace your fingers, stretch the hands behind you, stretch the legs forward. Inhale deep from the nose and release from the mouth. Inhale again, deep inhale from the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And we're going to bring the hands by our side. We're going to bring the feet to the mat. Now we're going to bring the right ankle on the top of the left thigh. Slowly I'm going to start inhale the left knee towards the chest. Maybe even interlace fingers behind the left thigh on the top of the left shin. And draw the left knee towards our chest. So we can feel the right hip opening. Creating some space on the right hip. Go ahead and take your breath into that hip. Into that space that we're creating. One more round of breath. One inhale. And exhale. Slowly place your left foot back on the mat. Place your right foot back on the mat. And we're going to replace sides. We're going to bring the left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Inhale your right knee towards the chest. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh or on the top of your right shin. And draw the right knee towards the chest. Feel the space created on the left hip. Bring the breath into that space. One more inhale. And slowly we're going to place the feet back on the mat. Extend the legs forward on the mat. And we're going to inhale the right knee towards our chest. We're going to interlace fingers a little bit below the right knee and draw that right knee. Squeeze the right knee towards the chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Maybe start circling your right foot to the right and then to the left. Release some tension on the ankles. I'm going to take the left hand to the right knee, drop the right knee towards the left side, open the right hand to the right side, and breathe, open your chest, bring both shoulder blades to the mat. Inhale your knee back to center, and then extend your leg back on the mat. We're going to inhale the left knee towards the chest, interlace fingers above the left shin, and squeeze the left knee towards the chest. And start circling your left foot to the right and to the left. We're going to take the right hand to the left knee. Start dropping the left knee to the right side. Open the left hand to the left. Gaze over the left shoulder. Bring both shoulder blades to the mat. And breathe. Open your heart here. Open your chest. Breathe into the space created on your chest and on your heart. Come back to your intention. This is a great place to come back to intention because your heart is so open. Inhale, bring your knee back to your chest. And slowly release your left leg back on the mat. Inhale, both hands up and over your head. Interlace your fingers and stretch your hands to the right side. Breathe into the stretch here. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhale, stretch your hands to the left side. Breathe into the stretch. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring your hands by your side. Draw your knees towards the chest. Give them a good hug. Massage your lower back. Squeeze the knees towards the chest. Rock one side to another. And from here, we're going to roll to the side. In my case, to the left side. And slowly push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Place our sit bones on the mat. Cross our legs here. Inhale, take your hands up and over your head. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Inhale, reach out with your hands. Exhale, walk your hands to the right side. Make sure you're not lifting your sit bones off the mat and your sit bones are grounded. Breathe into the stretch. Inhale, slowly bring your hands back to center. And exhale, start walking your hands to the left side. Feel the stretch on the right side of your body. Bring the breath into that stretch. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Reach out with your hands. One more big inhale, and slowly, with the inhale, slowly lift yourself up to a seated position. We're going to inhale the left hand up and over the right knee. Twist to the right, gaze over the right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, back to center, and we're going to bring the right hand up and over the left knee and twist to the left, gaze over the left shoulder and breathe. And here you can start switching your breath, your breathing techniques to an Ujjayi breathing. When we inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose as well. Inhale, slowly come back to center, untwist, and then we're going to get into a tabletop on our hands and knees. So in here, on our hands and knees, we're going to ground our hands into the mat. Inhale, bring your right hand forward and your left leg back to hip high. Squeeze your belly and tuck your right shoulder inside your back. Breathe. I'm going to bend the left knee. Bring the right hand to hold the left toe and stretch the left leg up towards the ceiling. Open your chest here. Send your right shoulder back. And then exhale, bring the left knee and the right hand back to the mat. Inhale, left hand up, left hand forward and shoulders high. Send your right leg back to hip height. Squeeze your belly in. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand to hold your right foot and slowly start stretching the right leg back up towards the ceiling. Open the left shoulder to the left side. One more big inhale. And then exhale, lower the knee back to the mat, lower the left hand back to the mat. And here we're going to tuck our toes and push your hips up to downward facing dog. And so go ahead and pedal your feet, sway your hips from one side to another, whatever you need here before we're going to start our practice, our more challenging part of the practice. And if you haven't applied your Ujjayi breathing yet, go ahead and turn it on. Slowly walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Staying forward fold, let your head be really heavy. And start walking your hands to the right side. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale, walk your hands to the left side, outside of your left foot. And inhale, slowly come back with your hands, come back to center. We're going to bring our feet a little closer, one fist apart. We're going to bend our knees a little bit, like our fold forward, bend your knees a little bit, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers and stretch them up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Exhale, lower your hands back to the mat. Inhale, lift yourself up, lift your hands up and over the head. And exhale, thumbs to heart and hands by your side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your hands back to the mat and send your right foot back to a lunge. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. And then exhale, bring your left foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin to the mat. Then glide into a little cobra. So here, you can just take a vinyasa with a low push-up, chaturanga, and then down, upward facing dog. So your choice. Bring your sit bones to your heels. Push your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg back and up. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the chest. Then place your right foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your hands up and over the head. Exhale, thumbs to heart and hands by your side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your left foot back to a lunge. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, bring your right foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. So here, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, glide into a little cobra. Lift your shoulders back. And then exhale, bring your sit bones towards your heels. Tuck your toes and push your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg back and up. Bend your left knee and place your left foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, take your hands up and over the head. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Send your legs back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest, send your shoulders back. And exhale, bring your sit bones up towards the heels, upward facing dog. And breathe here, 3 rounds of breath. Inhale your right leg back and up. Exhale, place it forward in between your hands. We're going to drop the left heel back to, we're going to drop it to the mat behind us. Inhale, lengthen your spine here, and then lift your hands up towards the ceiling, warrior one. We're going to make sure that our hips facing forward along with our chest. Send our hands up. Bring a Ujjayi breathing here. And if you want to take your practice into a more challenging practice, go ahead and get into a warrior lunge. One more big inhale. And then exhale, bring the left hand on the right knee. And slowly send your right hand back to the right side. Gaze over the right shoulder. Breathe. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring the left hand inside your right foot and send the right hand up towards the ceiling. Open your chest. Breathe. Exhale, lower your hand inside your right foot. And we're going to drop the left heel behind us to the mat. Start walking our hands towards the left foot. Bending the left knee. Getting into Skandasana. Stretching your right leg. Coming up on your right heel here. So here you can just stay here on your hands. You can bring a block underneath your hands. You can bring your hands to center. So whatever is good for you, go ahead and challenge yourself. Send your hands back to the mat. Slowly walk your hands towards the right foot. Bringing your hands to frame your front foot. Coming up on your back toes. We're going to start shifting our weight towards the right leg, right foot. And lifting the left leg just a little bit behind us, bringing it a little closer behind your right leg. So we're setting ourselves to get into a pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. And then exhale, slowly squeeze your belly and fold forward on your right thigh. Bringing your forehead to the right knee. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen your spine one more time. Bringing both hands outside of your right foot. Start walking your hands away from your right foot so you create a nice stretch on the left side of your body. Bring your breath into that stretch. Inhale your hands back to frame your front foot. I'm going to start walk our hands towards the top of the mat, lifting the left leg behind you, shifting the weight to the right foot. Breathe, one more big inhale here. And then slowly send the left leg behind you, bend your right knee. We're going to come up to warrior two, so lift the left hand and the right hand following the left. And coming up to warrior two, bend your right knee, make your hips face to the side of the mat. I'm going to check in with our body, make sure that our hands are shoulders height. Keep on breathing, one big inhale, one long exhale. Next inhale, we're going to flip the right palm to face the ceiling. Inhale the right hand up and over the head. And then exhale, lower the right hand on the right thigh. Inhale the left hand up and over the head into an extended side angle. Roll your chest a little bit outside. Send the left shoulder a little back. Gaze to your left hand. One more big inhale. And then exhale, lower your hands to frame your front foot, coming up on your back toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, slowly bring your right foot back to downward facing dog. Sending your sit bones up to the sky. Squeeze your belly in. Look at your belly button. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. One big inhale here. And then exhale, drop your knees to the mat, untuck your toes. Bring your sit bones towards your heels, getting into a child pose. Bringing your forehead to the mat, extending your hands forward. Breathe. Inhale, slowly come up on your knees so your sit bones are touching your heels. We're going to inhale, come up on your knees, lifting yourself up. We're going to bring the left hand to the left side, stretching the right hand to the right side. So I'm going to do it where you can see my right leg. The left hand coming to the left side, outside of your left knee, extending your right leg to the right side. Inhale your right hand up and over your head. Breathe into that stretch. Inhale, slowly come back on your knees. And then sending your right hand to the right side, stretching your left leg to the left side. Inhale your left hand up and over the head, pushing your hips forward. Inhale, slowly come back on your knees, getting back into child pose. And sit bones back to your heels. Stretch your hands forward, forehead to the mat. Come back to your intention. Inhale, and slowly come up to tabletop, tuck our toes, push your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg, backing up, exhale, bend your left knee towards your chest, place your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. So we're gonna come up to warrior one or lunge warrior. It's really up to you how challenging you want your practice. So here you can drop your right heel to the mat or you can stay on your toes, your choice. Inhale yourself up, lifting your hands up, shoulders back and away from ears. Breathe, take your breath in and out. Bring your focus on your breath here. Send your hand. And then exhale, bring your right hand to the left knee. Open your left hand back into the left side. And then slowly bring your right hand to the mat. And open your left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower your hands inside your left foot. We're going to drop the right heel behind us to the mat. Start walking our hands towards the right foot, bending your right knee, stretching your left leg to the left side, Skandasana. The other side, we're either going to bring our hands to center or keep our hands on the mat, or bring a block underneath your hands. Feel the stretch on your left leg. Bring your breath into that stretch in your mind. Inhale, slowly walk your hands towards the left foot. And coming back to a lunge pose. And slowly we're going to start shifting our weight towards the left foot and bringing our right foot a little closer but still behind the left foot. So we're going to set ourselves to get into pyramid. Inhale, start lifting your right leg behind you, bring it a little closer to the left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, squeeze your belly in and fold forward, bringing the forehead towards the left foot, the left knee. Breathe, square your hips to face forward. Lengthen your spine here. And the next inhale, lengthen your spine. We're going to place the right hand outside of our left foot. Start walking your hands away from the left foot towards the left side. So you're going to feel a really nice stretch on the right side of your body. Let your head be heavy here. Inhale, bring your hands to frame your front foot. And release for the exhale. Inhale, start shifting the weight towards the left foot, lifting the right leg behind you. One more inhale. And then place the left leg, left foot behind you. Bend your left knee. We're going to come up to warrior two, lifting the right hand up. The left hand following the right to a shoulder height. We're going to bend the left knee and gaze to the left hand. Open your chest to extend your shoulders back. Breathe. We're going to flip the palm to face the ceiling, the left palm. Inhale, the left palm, the left hand up and over the head. And then exhale, bring the left hand to the left thigh. Inhale, the right hand up and over the head to an extended side angle. Go ahead and roll your chest outside. Send your right shoulder back. One more big inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and frame your front foot. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you and exhale, bring it close to your left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your hands up and over your head. Exhale, thumbs to heart and hands by your side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your feet back to downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Inhale, slowly roll forward to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here, and then you can get into a child pose. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly, with the exhale, slowly bring your knees to the mat, untuck your toes. Bring your sit bones towards your heels and stretch your hands forward to the mat. Bring your forehead to the mat. Big inhale here. Come back to your intention. We're going to start climbing up, lifting ourselves up, bringing our hands really close to our knees and bringing our sit bones towards our heels. We're going to place our sit bones on the mat and stretch our legs forward. We're going to bring the right foot into our left inner thigh. Inhale our hands up and over the head. And then exhale, squeeze your belly in and slowly forward fold, reaching out with your hands towards the left foot. When you forward fold, you fold from your hips on your thighs. So it doesn't matter that you fold an inch or a half inch or not even a half inch. What matters is your long exhales. Take your longest exhales here and see what happens to your body. Keep your spine lengthened. And with the next inhale, slowly bring yourself up. And we're going to lift the right knee up towards our chest. We're going to bring the right foot over the left knee, over the left leg. And we're going to bring our right hand behind us to support. Inhale the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale over the right knee, and we're going to twist to the right. Gaze over your right shoulder. Whenever we inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine. Whenever we exhale, we're going to go deeper into the twist. And inhale, slowly come back to center. Getting into a contra twist only for one inhale, one exhale. And coming back to center, release both legs forward. Inhale. I'm going to bring the left foot into our right inner thigh. Keep our right foot flexed. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, squeeze your belly in and fold forward to your right foot. From your hips on your thighs. Keep your spine lengthened. Long exhales. Inhale yourself up. Bringing the left knee up towards the chest. We're going to bring the left leg across the right leg. So our right foot is grounded to the mat. We're going to bring the left hand behind you. Inhale the right hand up and over the left knee and twist to the left. Breathe. Gaze over the left shoulder. Lengthen your spine with every inhale and twist. Deeper into the twist with every exhale. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Getting into counter twist, bring yourself to the right side just for one inhale, one exhale, and release your legs. So we're going to get into a bridge pose, or you can choose your own inversion. It could be a shoulder stand, but I'm going to lead you into a bridge pose. So we're going to bring the feet closer to our sit bones, hips width apart. And this is a great pose to release tension. Inhale, slowly push your hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and start tucking your shoulders underneath your back. Tuck your shoulders underneath your back. You don't have to interlace your fingers behind your back, but it's just going to help you to tuck the shoulders in, and then push your hips up towards the ceiling. I'm going to create some space between your shoulders, your neck, your back. Take your breath into that space. Align your knees with your hips. One more big inhale. And exhale, release your sit bones back to the mat. So you can do it at least one more time or two more times. If you have a wheel in your practice, go ahead and take it to a wheel. We're going to release the tension a little bit here. We're going to take our hands up and over the head. Start swaying your knees from one side to another. And then drop your knees to the right side. Completely drop your knees to the right side. And breathe into that stretch on the left side of your body. Inhale your knees back to center. Exhale, drop your knees to the left side. Breathe. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. And now you can draw your knees towards your chest. Give them a good hug, massage your lower back. Sway from one side to another. You might want to take your hands to your feet, getting to the happy baby knees outside. Soles of your feet looking at the ceiling. And start rock your flat back on the mat. One more deep inhale here. Take your knees back to the chest. And then slowly place your legs on the mat, getting into Shavasana. Relax your legs, your head, your stomach, your back. Relax everything on the mat. So I hope you enjoyed these, I don't know, it was 20 or 30 minutes. And if you have specific questions or requests for the next Vinyasa Flow, go ahead and send them to me. I'll be happy to find creative flow or specific flow for you, for your needs, and then add some more tips. So I'll see you next time, and namaste.